All right, YouTube, how you doing? We're jumping into our union news now. Just wanted to show you what scabbing looks like. If you're unsure what the hell a scab is, well, a scab is a person that is hired, and apparently these people were hired for $14 an hour. $14 a fucking hour. Yeah, I agree, Clutch Cargo, 100%. Welcome back, by the way. So these scabs are getting hired at $14 an hour to work instead of the union members, right? So that the company can continue to make money. And it really tells you like how they want to treat their employees. $14 an hour. This is like skilled labor. These are building cars. You want them built correctly, and I bet they advertise their quality standards, right? So their quality standards are really meaningful when they just hire randos to come in at, surf wages, $14 an hour, contractors, so there are no benefits. Okay, yeah, I feel real safe driving your vehicles, GM. But this is what scabbing looks like, and what these UAW protesters were doing was slowing down traffic as much as humanly possible. I don't know if they're allowed to fully stop traffic. Not like main traffic, but just their ability to get into the GM plant. So, they're getting in the way. Maybe they're like walking really slowly and allowing only like one car at a time to go through so that they're technically within the law. But they're doing everything they can to stymie and slow this. And there's no sign of the UAW strike stopping. Sinn Féin is like, no, we mean it. And, they're going to try to scab their way out of it. They can't. They need their skilled laborers to come back. This is what leveraging your power as a laborer looks like. It's very important to do this, and it does get results. Cam Goblin, I literally just spent the last 2 minutes explaining that exact question. So if you want to just maybe, I don't know, try to clip it, and then you could go back.
These are all scabs trying to come in, do the work while workers are on strike. Hey! These scabs are trying to enter a customer care and after sales plant in Murray, Michigan. The workers have held them off. So you see this line right here because they're trying to enter the plant. It's a mix of supervisors and contractors that GM has hired. There go all these disgusting.
So these scabs are trying to enter.
Hell yeah, boy. There's the South Park for everything, isn't there, Tisriel? Welcome back, by the way. I love your cute little icon there, the little mouse. So there you go. Just wanted to show that, the UAW ain't playing. We're not fucking around here. This is real solidarity. This is how it's really done. Finally. So wanted to do an update on the SAG-AFTRA union strike that was successful. They got almost everything they wanted. Oh, crisis averted. Somehow they found the money. Oh, they were out of money, guys. It was going to put them out of business, all right? They're going to put me out of business. No, turns out they were lying. There was less than 1% of their fucking profits. Okay, and creators in the entertainment industry, and last time I checked, humanity really enjoys entertainment, will now be protected from AI and other things where, these guys are like, oh, we just cut the human out of the process. Really? Are we going to buy this? Are we going to watch this crap? You going to watch a Game of Thrones sequel made by AI, written by AI? Are you fucking with me? I don't care how good that shit is. No one's going to want that. It needs to be better than good, right? It needs to be fucking mind-blowing every time for it to work. And like AI just isn't there. AI can do simple to medium complex tasks, can read instructions and follow instructions. It can't be creative. It can't be creative. Who are we fucking kidding here?
So the writer's strike is finally over, and I am so happy to tell you that we fucking won. This is the contract that we just spent the last 148 days fighting for, And let me tell you what's in it. A guarantee that a minimum number of writers be hired on every show. A guarantee that comedy variety writers like me be paid the same in streaming as we are in TV.
Big.
Provisions that mean better pay for screenwriters, better pension and health for writing teams, script fees for
Huge.
staff writers for the first time, and protections against AI that mean that AI can't write scripts, edit scripts, or undermine our rights and credits.
Huge.
And we won a success-based residual. So for the first time, when more people watch a movie or TV show on streaming, the writer that created it will make more money too. These are all things that they swore to us 5 months ago.
Couldn't
they
do
would
it.
never give us in a million years.
Couldn't do
But
it.
We went on strike and we hung together until they were forced to come to the table and meet our demands. And we changed not just our industry for ourselves, but for every writer who comes after us. And I am so proud of us. Thank you to every writer who made this victory happen. And thank you to every fellow worker who stood with us.
Yeah.
We are going to stand with you as well, because what this proves is that when workers stand together, we win.
That's right.
And now, let's get back to writing. So the writer...
He's 100% correct. And DCH, you know, you're going to have to post some proof to the bullshit that you're talking about, because this fella has been, you know, a very vocal, ardent, and articulate person explaining why they're striking to the regular people, to the masses, and explaining why it's important that they continue to strike. So he's been an actual incredible advocate. I will say, though, a lot of these rich Hollywood fucks, are they going to go out and support the UAW union? You know, are they going to support the fast food union? Is Adam Ruins Everything going to show up to the, you know, fast food union, to the Starbucks union, to the Amazon union, show some solidarity? Probably fucking not. Is Fran Drescher going to make a comment about UAW? Probably fucking not. So we still have a lot of solidarity, a lot of communication, a lot of working together that we're still going to need to do. But that's a long time coming. We're still very siloed. If you can picture that, these activist movements, you know, very siloed. We got what we want. Now we're going to shut up. So that is kind of the next step, is an understanding of the solidarity that all workers have with each other, from the janitor to the scriptwriter. But hey, you know, it shows the theory. Look, there are a few things that work to create a progressive future, but there are some of those things work. Okay, and it goes back, and this is why I've boiled it down to a simple 3-step process, because it is the number one thing that works. Step 1, inform yourself about the world that's happening around you. Step 2, join a progressive political organization, a union, run for office, put your name down. And step 3, put in the work. Show up to that union strike, show up to that council meeting, that school board meeting, show up to that picket line, do that canvassing. Ask yourself, what am I doing to create change? And you have to understand that, oh, I'm not going to fix everything, so why try? That is nihilism. That means the oligarchy wins. That means the empire wins. All right, so moving on to our final video here. Just a recap. We're not going to do the whole... Hopefully we won't do the whole... No, we're well, just Jerry Ryan from fucking Star Trek, bro. Who's awesome. So maybe not. Maybe we will do this, but we're going to watch a little bit of this. Sorry, it's MSNBC, so grab your barf bag. I'll throw this up for you there, so you don't have to watch Lawrence O'Donnell's face. But some of this is good info. This is a good recap of what's happening with Sean Fain. It was hardworking in real life as they are in politics. Really? So that's what you have to say? You're pathetic. You're fucking pathetic. Some partisan crap. Oh, progressives don't work as hard as conservatives. Fuck you, dude. I mean, suck a toe, dude. Got your head fully up your ass, supporting fascists. I don't know who you are. But if you support the Conservative Party in the United States, you support fascism. And yeah, we need to start saying that.
Stick with it, because you deserve the significant raise you need and other benefits.
Let's get it!
Let's get back what we lost, okay?
It's something strategy. Welcome back.
President
Oh,
Biden.
sorry, it's Ari Veschler. Sorry, they're all completely fucking interchangeable. Do they have individual opinions on this network? I don't think they do, man. You got to be lockstep with everyone else around you, dude. You know, if you're not on Chuck Todd's level, you're fucking in the trash can.
Biden made history this week, joining striking auto workers, urging them to stick with their fight for better pay and benefits, and sticking with it they are. Today, the United Auto Workers expanded the strike to 38 more facilities across 20 states. Another example of the growing power of organized labor. In Nevada, tens of thousands of members of the Culinary Workers Union voted on Tuesday to authorize a strike in their negotiations with Las Vegas casinos and resorts. And that follows a trend with other groups negotiating for better pay and benefits, including American Airlines flight attendants and Southwest Airlines pilots, who also voted earlier this year to authorize potential strikes. Now, the Writers Guild of America won a key victory this week with the studios ending its strike and heralding the return of late-night talk shows next week. One of our next two guests, Eric Haywood, helped negotiate that deal. Now, SAG-AFTRA, the actors union, remains on strike, and our other guest, the actress Jeri Ryan, remains on strike with a message to the studios on reaching a fair deal. Resistance is futile. Joining us now is the writer and director Eric Haywood aboard.
Oh, fuck nuts, man. She's sick of it. You know she's sick of it.
Member and 2023 negotiating committee member of the Writers Guild of America, and actor Jeri Ryan. She's a local board member and convention delegate for the Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA. Now, before I start, full disclosure, I am a SAG-AFTRA member who supports the strike. I'm not currently engaged in any projects as a member, including my work for MSNBC and NBC.
So the reason that he's not on strike, though, is that news is treated differently than entertainment in these contracts. So he still continues to have writers. With that said, I don't know, man. Probably show a little bit more solidarity than just a simple interview, but I don't know.
Welcome to both of you. Thank you for being with us.
We gotta have the news.
Eric, I want to talk to you about how this all got wrapped up.
I'm a little
but
biased.
I want to start with you, Jeri, because I think it's important for people to understand the strikes as it relates to Hollywood and artists and actors and writers. The umbrella thing is not over yet. The Writers Guild part of it's over. People like you are still out on strike. Tell me about that.
I didn't know that. I'm glad I showed this.
Yeah, we are still fighting for a fair contract. We've been out on the picket lines since the beginning of May with the writers when their strike began, supporting them. And it's been amazing to see all the writers still out there on the lines with us every day, supporting us. But yeah, this is a critical existential point for our industry. And I think the studios have seriously underestimated the union's strength and our resolve and our solidarity. They certainly did with the writers, and they have with the performers as well. And it's fun.
Look, I got no one to please. I'm not here to attract the mainstream. You know, I do make an argument how we do need to, politicians, conservative or liberal politicians need to attract the mainstream. But no, man. Look, I do agree that not every conservative in America is a fascist. But the conservatives that support the current Republican Party, which is unashamed to be fascist, yes. I mean, are we really going to play this game? You're somehow allowed to vociferously and proudly support a fascist party, but still say you don't support fascism? That's really where we're at, huh? I love the Republican Party. Always voted right. Always voted right. I love Trump. He's the best. They're unashamed to be fascists, and they're destroying democracy. Well, that doesn't mean I'm a fascist. I just support them and support everything they do and support their ideology and everything that they produce. But that doesn't mean I agree with them. I'm kind of tired of it. Right? I'm really in the mood to call this what it is, which is an attempt at a fascist takeover of America. Just, an attempt to destroy democracy.
Finally starting to feel like we might be in the home stretch.
Eric, they totally did with the writers. I mean, there were comments made by studio.
I do agree that, I do agree, but honestly, I'm just tired of it. What am I supposed to call them, Meta Troll? What am I supposed to call them?
executives that said we can
what
wait
would
these
you
guys
approve
out.
of?
We can wait until they start losing their apartments, and then they'll get off the picket lines and go back to work. What happened? How did this change?
Wow,
Because
Clutch Cargo,
unlike
I had
the
no idea.
Teamster strike that didn't happen against UPS and the UAW strike, which has gotten the president out there and all that, this Writers Guild strike, a lot of people thought this was just going to carry on until it petered out.
Don't be derogatory to Jerry
Yeah,
Ryan.
our brilliant
The blonde.
negotiating committee co-chair, Chris Kaiser, told us
Tisrio,
numerous
yeah.
times, he's a veteran of these types of negotiations, and he
Force.
told us once the companies actually get serious about making a deal, the actual negotiation
Nazis don't
process
deserve
will
free
go very
speech.
quickly. And he said this months and months ago, and some of us, like myself, who were new to the negotiating committee, we were like, all right, Chris, we're going to believe you, but it's looking a little bit stressful.
Well, thanks so much, Metatroll. Yeah, Equaldari. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty much off the fence. I'm pretty much in agreement that if you are literally, like, say, I'm a fascist, Sieg Heil, I don't think you deserve free speech, quite frankly, because the intent is to weaponize free speech. There's nothing good that comes from who they are, what they believe in. I think Germany has this correct.
Stressful right now, and he was right. You know, once the CEOs decided to get involved, they got engaged. The actual, final negotiations were wrapped up in about 3 to 4 days after almost 5 months of writers having to be on the picket line.
Jerry, the Teamsters managed to not have a strike at UPS. They got the concessions they needed. The UAW is on strike, and they're asking for, amongst other things, what the companies call outsized wage increases. And what the union comes back and says is that y'all get these wage increases. The shareholders get it. The CEOs have got increased.
Fascist Morty from Rick and Morty was hilarious. He's like, we're going to go on a classic adventure. And it's like, okay, well, we'll go. You'll go where I tell you.
Pieces like that. And the interesting thing is Americans are supporting this. Support for unions is very high in America.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
support for striking workers is also very high.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think this is throughout every industry, as you said. This is, I think, the corporate greed at the very, very top has just gotten to such a point where it's not sustainable in any industry anymore. And so, yeah, auto workers, it sounds like it's a lot that they're asking for when they ask for 40% raise, because that's what the CEOs have gotten. So the people who are doing the work and making the money for these companies.
Yeah, and like the 40% doesn't even bring them up to where they actually should be because of all the depressing the wage depression that has been done. They haven't been getting proper raises, so it really just brings them back up to to where they should be, but maybe not even to where they actually should be in terms of actual fairness. So I think this is a little disingenuous as well. Oh, well, they shouldn't get this much as a CEO. They're not worth as much. Well, it actually just brings them up to where they should have been basically anyway. Oh, yeah, dude. 709 is a great character. I love 709. I think that's a cool idea, right? A Borg having to come to terms with humanity. It's interesting.
Deserve to share in the rewards.
Yeah, Jerry.
And you've got that on your shirt, Eric. You've got WGA and SAG-AFTRA and IATSE. And part of what's happened here in America is these unions have gone out and supported each other. Jerry's out there on the WGA.
The entertainment unions have, which is okay. That's a start. But like I said, let's see a wider, let's see Chris Smalls do a SAG-AFTRA march and vice versa, right? Let's see Jerry Ryan show up for the UAW guys.
Lines when they were WGA lines. The Teamsters heads were out there. The Teamsters are supporting the UAW. Everybody's supporting the flight attendants who are supporting the pilots. So workers seem to be having this collective power outside of their unions as well.
Yeah, one of the things that makes this moment so different is there's a recognition that whatever line of work you're in, and this is something that I talked about with a lot of people on the picket line over the months. I was on the SAG-AFTRA picket line yesterday. picket line on Monday. The actors, like Jerry said, were there for us from day one.
American
The
who is
Teamsters,
immigrating to Canada.
IATSE members, other labor unions refused to cross our picket lines. Everyone recognized
thank you for that book
that if they're
recommendation,
coming for
Tisrio.
one of us, they're coming
Make
for
sure you
all
put
of
that
us.
in the Discord,
and it's very
bud.
difficult for
You got a book
CEO
recommendation
to give
section.
an interview talking about how a labor union's demands are unreasonable when he's talking from a billionaire's retreat or from the deck of his yacht. You know, that information travels via social media very quickly, and everyone begins to realize, okay, this is not about spoiled Hollywood writers who are already
Put it
rich
in the
and
music
want more.
section, then.
This is about workers the same way it's about nurses and flight attendants and actors and baristas and teachers and on and on and on.
And Jerry,
today
just
on the
like
picket line,
we're
we had the writers.
Safe from what?
Oh, sorry, we had the IATSE, we had hotel workers, we had animators, we had all of them out with us today.
That was actually my question. My point is, now that the writers have settled, I suspect a bunch of them are going to come back and say, hey, thanks for your support on our line. Here we are on yours.
Yeah, let's hope
I've
so.
already heard from a lot of them on the line saying,
I was wondering if you were going to say that. I'm just going to time you out. You people really do bore the hell out of me. And yeah, I said you people. So get the fuck out of here.
actually came up to me today and said that this was his last day on the picket line because he has to go back to work on Monday, but he wanted to thank me for being there with them from the beginning. And it's the support has been incredible, and the solidarity between all of these unions and all of the IATSE members who were out there supporting us.
Everything
the
is
hotel workers
communism.
who were out there supporting us.
Are you kidding me?
It's pretty.
How awesome would it be if Joe Biden was trying to be communist and he was like, "Oh yeah, we got to nationalize the banks." How awesome would that be, right? And I'm not a fucking communist, but I'm just saying we could do with a whole lot more socialism in America. People need some fucking help. People are suffering.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, real communists that actually know what they're talking about and are worth a damn and are like, you know, have a really good opinion, as rare as unicorns. I used to respect Richard Wolff, and here he is making apologetics for Russia. Fuck off. Fuck off. Is there any way to be a communist without having some fucking nostalgia for the Soviet fucking Union? That's what I'm talking about. The modern communists need to drop the Soviet shit immediately, drop the fucking hammer and sickle immediately, and find a completely new identity that actually matches with the demographics in society that they want to change, instead of trying to emulate some failed Bolshevik experiment from the fucking 50s. Anyway, thank you so much, YouTube, for coming by. That's been my union update. I hope you have a good day. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is the News Underground. I am Abandoned Nihilism, the harbinger of things to come, and I'm just a happy fucking... I fucking love this. Suit and tie every day, baby. What am I talking about? Bye.